Hey, traders. Welcome to episode 1056 of the show. It's Friday, so you could certainly be doing anything, but you're here. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Here we are. Just another stream where the asset that everyone cares about the most has not done anything. I'm sorry, man. It just hasn't. Well, that being said, though, I mean, you know, look at the thumbnail, look at the title of the stream. There are assets that have moved. Need a sound check, too. No idea where I'm at. Might be too loud on the music, too quiet. Let me know. But it was a good week. Very good week. Well, I mean, if you're watching the past 2 days or so, 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, yeah, adjusted the top of the trend line, you know, just adjusted for the July 8th high. So, Shui Eric?
BTC is blurry.
Yeah, super snooze fest. It happens, man. That's okay, because like what it's done is it's made other altcoins be able to respect the TA. You know, unlike Bitcoin. I mean, really, is it respecting the TA? There's just not much of an edge, right? What is respecting the TA? When the chart shows us an edge on the market, it implies things with a multitude of variables, and when it plays out after showing that to us, that is the TA being respected. With Bitcoin being so sideways for so long, stuck in a trading range, you know, making these consecutive lower highs, but at the same time somehow making higher lows, there's just not much of an edge, right? It's kind of tough for the TA to be respected. Right? So, there's the Gartley that's still there, X, A, B, C, D. It's a small scrubbed structure, but it's not even being anchored from the very bottom here. It's very small, insignificant, and could easily fail. But yeah, it's there, man. You reversed it to 786. You haven't gone any lower yet. Not yet, man. There's no bullish divergence in the 4-hour. I don't even think there's bullish divergence in the 60-minute at this point. Still below that 9150 to 9190 area, 9200. So, just whatever. Okay, so what's actually awesome? You know, assets that S-coins that annoy me. Not so much anymore. Come on, Enjin, dude. Let's go. You finally made that pretty violent impulse up. That's what I'm talking about. Almost there, dude. Almost to 22.5 cents with TA being respected, even though the TA was delayed. TA being respected was delayed with more consecutive higher lows, and I guess a double bottom at the end. But we know if you break above this 21 where you're at, 21.05 cents, I get like this is what like, that trend line right there is historical, and this is the price action we received at it. Right, you correlated with an old historical resistance right here. Yeah, you just up thrusted through it, you dumped, you rallied, up thrusted again, and then you a couple times you back tested that resistance as resistance and then dumped and corrected. So if you're able to break this, real good chance if you can get above this, sustain prices above this for long enough, Enjin's gonna see 25 cents. Very well could see 25 cents. Crazy, right? Yup. Or is it crazy? It's a chill stream on a Friday. Had a good Patreon night last night. It was long. It went like 2.5 hours or something. Good conversations, good assets looked at. One of them being State Street that beat on earnings but revoked its guidance, which a lot of other equities have done. And it took a dump, right? Dropped like over almost 5%, but had a small recovery at the end of the day. Whatever. Still making higher lows. Structure's not dead yet, so might be a chance. But what else is in the title stream and the thumbnail? XLM. Let's take a look at it. It's up 2% today. Kind of just floating on right above that golden mean ratio. The golden mean ratio from this high from June 4th to the June 27th low. Golden mean ratio right here. So not really, besides that, not much of a resistance. It's just not, man. It's not much of a resistance here. There's not much resistance on XLM until 13 cents. It's real life, dude. The daily. As you can see, look left. Oh, he's right, man. He's right. Price action correlation in between 8.8 cents and 13.2 cents. Do we have to? We will. Do we have to, though? Okay. This is the price action we've received in between this price range. Straight down, straight up. Pretty much straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up, straight down. Why do you think XLM wouldn't be able, once it breaks a major overhead resistance that it had been building for 10 months, why do you think it wouldn't be able to do what it's done historically? That's my question. I'll tell you why. The only reason why it's not going to see 13.2 cents is if we get a major impulse down on Bitcoin. That will ruin this. You will fall below 8.8 cents most likely if Bitcoin has a violent impulse to the downside. So what you want, Bitcoin to just leave you alone. Leave these XLM people alone, dudes. And let it respect the TA, run up to its next available area where there might be supply for major market participants, okay? It's an Irwin.coffee type of day, man. Are we cool? Do we understand XLM? What's going on with it? Like, congratulations on failing. It's not going to fail, most likely, if Bitcoin just stays calm. Just relax, man. It's the weekend. Could be great, a great weekend for XLM if Bitcoin stays quiet or frozen in time, whatever. Enjin, XLM, you know, Bat's up 2% today, along with a handful of others. Hold on. Lots and lots of chop, man. Readjusted everything just so you could see it a little bit clearer. You know, any kind of structure was devastated by this price action. Okay, so we just reevaluate how it is, kind of like, you know, okay, so an ice line, June 24th, July 4th and 5th, and now July 16th. You ran up and now major resistance, 27.5 cents. Look left. Major potential reversal area right here and here. So traders set it up. And that's like where price action reverses. Look, you know. Look. Here and here. Over and over and over again, right? So major area. If you can break it, wow. You got a real good chance of much higher prices. If you don't, okay, you're going to come back down into this range, what it looks like now. Okay, so you had a little bit of hidden bearish divergence where you make a high, a slightly lower high with higher levels of positive momentum. So impending price action continuation to the downside. All right, you're getting it a little bit. Hopefully it can hold. Dude, Crypto Collector, let's go!
$49.99.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
You see what happens, Larry?
Whirlpool back tested support. Maybe $157. 0.04294886 CDH.
Thank you, Jason Jordan, for the $10 worth of Ethereum. Whirlpool, we can look at it. Sir, thank you. Wow, Crypto Collector, man. Thank you for the super sticker. What is that? It's a rhinoceros jumping out of a chest full of golden coins, it seems. Mother God, dude. That's pretty epic. Stuff right there. Thank you, man. Cheers to you. And then Jason Jordan. So I don't really know. The internet went down, or a lot of it. Cloudflare went down. The DNS went down and took a large piece of the internet with it. Oh yeah, man. I was trying to do things with Streamlabs, Stream Elements, get ready for the stream. Just everything was not working, unresponsive. What's up, CJ? Thanks for the sub. At many major websites, services were unreachable for a period today. Lasted about 25 minutes. Discord was down. Look, it was the first entity that was mentioned here, right? Many others. League of Legends was down. So, yeah. I'm sure a lot of you, if you were doing the internet, if you were on the internet, 30 minutes, 40 minutes before stream, you witnessed that inconvenience as well. No idea if it's DDoS or what it is. They said they found the problem and they are working on fixing it, and they fixed it. So is it a hack? Will we ever know, dude? Probably not. Yeah, Matthew, dude. League of Legends. Let's go, dude. Who cares about League of Legends, though? If anyone's going to talk about a MOBA, you know what it is, right? It's one-up coin's not working. You mean it is working? It was just a little delayed, it seems like. It's understandable. But with that all being said, I have done everything I can again to try to get the merchandise alerts set back up. So if someone buys merch today, we might get an alert. We might not. What's up, Sam T?
Bruh.
Hidden bullish divergence on link 4 hour. Maybe there is some steam left in old Lincoln log.
The Lincoln log, dude. Yeah, man. We might get some Lincoln logs. We'll look at it, Sam T. Thank you for the 690. All right. I'm gonna reload this. Okay, so you got Tezos still well above $3, incredible sign. Not above 333, which we know is the next major resistance, just in between. So that thing's doing well. You got ONT's up 2%. You got VChain up nearly 3%. ICX up 1.67%. That's about it. The Maker's up 1.2%, 447. So still in that Gartley range, that Gartley PCZ area. So it's all on Bitcoin, man. You know how it is, right? We talked about it, where altcoins, they're in a cycle right now. There are some that are they're ahead of the in the cycle. There are some that are beginning to blossom in the cycle, and there are some that have not quite yet begun to blossom but are setting up again for higher prices. And so, like, when cycles end, it normally comes with a huge impulse from Bitcoin. And so, like, the ones that outperformed, that did extremely well, like VChain, Link, Cardano, ZRX, right? Those ones will dump, right? The ones that are on their way to hitting their respective measure moves, like XLM, Enjin, Tezos, right? Those will all dump. And then the ones like Ethereum, Maker, that have not quite really developed.
You can now easily get your own at the name zone for $5 a year in ETH. You can also set up Oracal's as a host. Com sites.
Thank you, Either, for the threes. Thank you, man. And so, like the last category of assets that are trying to set up for, just beginning to set up for higher prices with like trade setup stuff, they will also dump, right? It's going to be indiscriminate, but each, like a bunch of different assets are in different categories of where they are in their own little cycles for trading. So that would all, like, Bitcoin dumps, then all these assets, it's going to take time for them to all reset and start showing us an edge on the market again for a trade, right? Dust will have to settle. So just know where we are. We could run out of time with a Bitcoin dump. So that's why you must be cognizant of that. That's how it always goes with crypto. So, like, you want to make sure, if you've made money in this cycle of bullishness for altcoins, you want to preserve that. You want to preserve your gains for when the rug does get pulled on Bitcoin, if it does. Because then it'll start all over again. So you want to make sure you have that to play with when the opportunity presents itself again. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to talk about that for a second. Oh, it dumped today. Ally. Yeah, Ally. Remember the bearish bat pattern? 886. Yeah, Whirlpool. I haven't looked at this in a minute. I think I did, just none of my work saved. You had an old channel. Let's just clear it up then. Spring cleaning. Well, that's the worst thing I can remember. I think about the crypto market is like so many people. And even patrons, like in my experience, just remembering like from cycles of the past where people will make a lot of money, they'll make some really good gains, and they'll continue trading, and they'll continue getting it, taking profit like they should, and then like going into the other assets, the next on deck, right, up to bat, right, Enjin and XLM, they're all up to bat, ZRX, and the dump happens, right? The cycle ends. Bitcoin ends the cycle, and then they lose a lot, and then they continue, you know, like in this cycle that has ended, the new cycle of selling where you make lower highs, lower lows for a while, you know, it's like, oh, we're trying again without much of an edge. And it's just like people nickel and dime their major gains they made in the current cycle when it was good. They nickel and dime their gains away with stop losses, trying to find the bottom again. So that's why it's just really important to be cognizant of how, I mean, the cycles, how they work, man. I think anyway, that's just like my experience with crypto, where there just isn't that. I mean, dude, we got a decade, and it's a really immature market, and so what else can we go off of by like the history that's been going on? You know, the more recent history, I guess, in the past few years, how these cycles go. So Whirlpool is making a higher high. Ooh, bearish divergence in the 4 hour. Look out. Yeah, Nikola dumped. Oh yeah, at much lower prices. Much lower prices on Nikola. Yeah. Hold on. So you were saying a back test. What is this? Back tested support. That's debatable, right? That low right there. Back tested support. Filled a gap, right? Filled a gap. That's what it did. It finally fulfilled its destiny and filled that gap today for the first time. And so the daily, you gotta be really careful because the 4 hour showing bearish divergence. So that's a sell signal, like a now. It's time to sell, time to short, whatever. Probably more to take profit versus going short because the money printer is tough, right? But now look, man, on two somewhat significant time scales, you got this going on. Right, you got a high on price, you got a higher high on price after filling a gap. Lower levels are out of strength, right? Impending price action reversal to the downside is what it's implying. You get it, right? Not only that, I mean, like if the RSI divergence tells us anything, and look here, I mean, it's the same thing on the MACD on the daily. So the 4 hour RSI bearish divergence, daily RSI bearish divergence, MACD showing somewhat bearish divergence at a gap fill. And technically, you engulfed today. You had a bearish engulfing candle today. Now there's a gap fill at 138.94. Definitely think that could be achieved easy, right? I mean, it's not far away at all. So you look at that, man. We get one variable on the 4 hour, two on the daily, the MACD RSI, and then the bearish engulfing candle, then the gap fill. You know, in a deep retrace area like 786, 886 area. I mean, you know, value for shorts. It's like some definite, decent coinciding variables here on Whirlpool for lower prices next. Of course, you know, whatever, man. But I'm just telling you, I'm just showing this, like reading the chart. So there's kind of an edge for there's kind of an edge on the market for Whirlpool, but it's not for upside, it's for downside, okay? Yeah, good to see everyone back on Discord. We did it, man. The internet's back up. Okay, so Whirlpool and then Link. Link's down 0.5%. You know, again, this is just one of those where, what do you want from me, man? If you were watching the stream before the $5 breakout, you were prepared. You knew what could happen. At this point, see, it's like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to make sense of this, but it just kind of goes sideways. It's not a real pattern. It's not a wedge. See, the demand line was broken, but there was no movement. So that's like, well, maybe that's not how it's being interpreted here by market participants. So maybe it's like this: 1 and 2 on the top, and then 1 on the bottom, and then it's just that, right? Or you could dump all the way down to 768. Okay, this is what happens, Larry. When I start getting that, when I create a wedge or something, and I start seeing it fall out of the wedge and just go sideways and not move down, because that's what a demand line's for. If you don't get like big impulses down, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, maybe this is not the way the market is. Market participants are interpreting this chart. So then, all right, let's be conservative here. This is really conservative. 1 and 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. A lot of room for downside, but there is some upside potential too. Again, dude, it's like you went to $9, man, from $5 in like I don't know, less than a week. That's not stuff we typically like be going long on, or being like, oh, dude, look, man. I mean, it had its time. It definitely had its time. We were talking about what it was doing, bumping up against $5. Then it was breaking like those more local highs down here and back testing them as support, right? 463 with the hidden bullish average. That was here. Like, I'm here every single day for you. And we're looking at all these altcoins, man, these assets. The only people that are like really getting wrecked here on info are the ones that just don't show up until after the moves happen. It's too many people do that. It's ridiculous. But thank you, Sam T. Hidden bullish average of the 4 hour. I mean, yeah, but I said that yesterday, and it's like, it just depends when you start really maturing here. Look, you're just still building negative momentum. All right, this has got to start showing that whitish red, right? The waning negative moment. We always look for that. So yeah, if it does start pivoting, yeah, I do think that hidden bullish average of the 4 hour is still there. But who knows when it's going to mature, if it even is, and then all of a sudden, what if it just dumps? You get more negative momentum, then it's like, oh, it could just be, I don't know. It probably wouldn't be invalid. It'd have to dump below $7.11. So yeah, I mean, it's still there, but it was there yesterday too. Thank you, Sam T. Off the ether, get your own .eth names. $5 a year in Ethereum. Yeah, you can do that, and that's like, he's probably just saying that based on the fact that DNS went down, Google went down, like all of it, Patreon went down, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, like everything that I use, mostly everything except TradingView, if I recall, went down for that 25-minute period. Thought I was crazy. I reset my internet too. I'm like, oh, it must be the internet. So dang, dude. I mean, it's like, when will, the question every day on the volatility, when will it come back, man? When will it come back? Well, we're gonna look at the S&P 500. That really, I mean, Bitcoin is not following at all. Look at this, man. You closed the week above 3,200 again, 3,213. This is extremely good. I don't think this is a bad thing. I get it, the 4 hour, you hadn't seen negative Momo since July 1st. 16, 17 days. So that's like, That's interesting, man. Just this, just like here, you just keep on building, and then eventually, you get that negative momentum again for a while. So that's kind of weird. Doesn't mean that it's screwed. I really do like the fact of where we close the week above critical areas. December 30th, 2019, January 31st, 2020, and then you up thrusted June 8th. And here we are, man. Here we are after showing levels of accumulation and accumulation again. Look at all this chop. This is definitely what could be perceived as absorption of supply at this level. It's a very real possibility. The psychology of why these candles so much chop here. There were sell orders and the buyers were just continuing to absorb it, and now we're breaking back above another resistance and holding. So it's not bad. Maybe the moneypreneur could continue to go burr for us during earnings season. Wow. We've got a big week coming up. Our next 2-3 weeks are going to be big. Negus, of course. Yes, there's... it's not like I don't look at BTC pairs. I normally just look at it when people request it, but I look at US dollar pairs because I think about trading the BTC pairs. The risk involved. We are traders. We are risk averse. We do our best to set ourselves up with the least amount of risk with the highest amount of reward. When you're trading a Bitcoin pair in itself, by itself, that is inherent, innate, increased risk. Because first off, you have to make 4 literal transactions. When you start US dollar to get back to US dollar, you have to make 4 trades, right? Buys and sells. I gotta use my US dollar to buy Bitcoin. Then I gotta use my Bitcoin to buy Tezos to BTC. And then I got to sell my Tezos to BTC. Then I gotta sell my BTC to US dollar. And guess what, man? In the crypto market, trading fees are stupid. They're absolutely absurd. And it de-incentivizes one to want to trade when there's fees like that. Like Coinbase Pro, get out of here, man. When you got equities that you can trade no fees at all, and it's regulated, right? It's not super scammy, okay? It's that, but it's not just that. The inefficiency involved, the innate inefficiency, but it's also the fact that you can't sleep well owning a BTC pair trade. I mean, most of the time you can't sleep well because what happens if Bitcoin decides it is time to dump? If I'm in the US dollar pair, if I'm in a link trade to US dollar and I get stopped out, boom, I'm in Tether or I'm in US dollar, that's stable. That's not going anywhere. But what if I'm in a Bitcoin pair and Bitcoin crashes or dumps? I get stopped out into the asset that is causing the entire crash to begin with. That's so stupid, dude. People be like, why do you even look at the... I mean, you're not saying that, but there have been people that are like, I can't believe this guy even looks at US dollar pairs. And it's like, with all that I just said... But it's all about stacking Satoshis, man. It's like, is it really? Is it not about increasing your, like, net worth? I don't know, man. Okay. There you go. Does that help? Does that answer your question a little bit? Does anyone disagree? Agree? Whatever? What's that, Rob Connor? That's not an argument. He just says because they are simple-minded ALR USD traders. That's not an argument at all. That's just, you're just saying something with no evidence or facts or anything. No argument. Sweet, Negus. Good question, right? Very good question. It's awesome when people ask questions because maybe people know that and maybe people didn't know that and now they do because of your question, right? So Philip with an F. Philippe. I don't know. Okay, so S&P. Good close. Let's go to tech, man. Haven't looked at it in a couple days. Alright. Hey, look at this, man. Look how it's holding on to this heart line of the chain. Love it, man. Oh, so close, man. So close to some more hidden bullish divergence, but it's not. It's like in a way, it's like that class C, you know, that pseudo hidden divergence where you got the same levels of negative momentum, a double bottom on negative Momo, but a much higher low. I like it.
Happy Friday, all. Hope you're doing well, Mitch. Can we revisit wet when you get a second? Gangs.
Sweet, yeah.
Is that a joint?
That was in my scanning session. I think, I don't know if it was last Sunday or the Sunday before. I think it was like last Sunday, maybe. Yeah, we can look at it. Yeah, it was on my list. So the Qs, man, holding on. I mean, there's not much else we can talk about. Look, it's outer space. It's all-time highs, you know. I mean, areas. So hold on to that old 1272 as well. Let's see if the S&P, you'd think, if the S&P can actually holds above 3213 and we start rallying, it's going to bode well for the Qs too, right? Tech. So then we could say, you know, the next target's going to be like 269, back to the all-time high you achieved on July 13th. There you go, man. Wheat. Techurium commodity, man. What happened all week, man? Larry. Alright. Descending broadening wedge breakout. You see it, right? It's like... Okay, alright. So, this is what you get in Patreon. If you pay attention in Patreon, this is what you get, Larry. So when I'm scanning, I do my major scans and stuff, and I see things. Okay, this is what I posted during the scanning session. All right, wheat, major support, wow. WOW. Bullish divergence at the critical ice line that goes back to May of last year, okay?
Happy Friday. Can we look at Floof? I need help with this
Sure.
chart. Thanks.
Thanks, dude. So, look what happens, Larry. You identify an edge on the market. You identify the pattern. This is what can manifest from that if you're paying attention. Okay? It's gorgeous. So where you are, there's kind of like an equilibrium level of a trading range. You're like kind of in the dead middle now. So you could reverse here. You've done it before. You've definitely reversed here before. But you think in time, like the 100% measurement of a descending broadening wedge is 585. Right there. But it was the daily I was looking at, man. The daily bullish divergence. It's perfect. Yeah, where we at? There you go. Floof. Weirdest asset, weirdest ticker I've ever heard. Flower One Holdings. I mean, maybe not enough data to say anything about it reversely yet. OTC. Oh, dude, I don't know if we want to touch this, dude. You know what the daily average volume is past 10 days? 121,365. That's terrible. That's 1/10 of what we would prefer for volume. So already dead there. But it's not to say that it can't break out of the upside, man. Okay, I get that, sure. But just we can screw around with it, whatever. 1-2 on the top. You've broken out. Beautiful little channel here. You know, and you're probably at a 618 now from the previous low. It seems like some really nice hidden bullish divergence. A low on price, a higher low on price with much higher levels of negative momentum, a maturing, and you're showing your first level of positive momentum on Floof since June 1st. Whoa, you know you know how this goes, right? It's like we could get more follow the price action and more histogram wicks that are green. So if you do reverse here, I mean, like, yeah, I think that eventually, the way we would always, you broke a structure that you had been in since April 2019, low or high to low. You know, you're not even close to 236. You don't really know if this is a valid swing low yet, because you got to get that 85 cents. This thing's been devastated. But if that's the case, then you're just looking like eventually in time, this asset could see between 122 and 182 in time. Very bottom. You could be double bottoming, but that right there is pretty good. That hidden divergence. Hey, Scuba Steve, what's up, dude? Yeah, this is like less volume than like an S coin, or as much, right? I think. You did your homework, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry? Okay, Palouf Connect. Decent. Dang it, no one's bought merch today. I want to know if this alert box actually works now, or if it's broken. Because, like, I can do the test. I'd be happy to only do the test. But I test and it works, right? But for some reason, the real merch buys are not showing up. That's the problem. Like, watch, I can do a test alert for merchandise right here. It's just not the same with a real transaction, so. Okay, we're good on Floof. Good, Tezos. Wow, man. Oh, look, another descending broadening wedge, like wheat, right? But also double bottom stuff, too. Really nice. But this is what I'm talking about. This is where we are. 333, right? 333, major reversal area. Yeah, that's it, man, on this chart. I know there's probably a lot more data. But yeah, you break 333, you can see 380. Why is this still up on my screen? Huh? Are you talking about stream elements, dude? Streamlabs being buggy? What the? Just sitting there. Imagine thinking it's like, imagine me thinking it's something I'm doing wrong when this is going on. Hold on. Let me refresh this catch. Jesus. A joke, man. Okay, so 333 breaks, we could be kings. If not, well, I mean, you can see where we are, right? Look, you think about if Bitcoin doesn't crash, this has a real good chance to eventually see these higher levels. Bitcoin crashes, don't even think about it, man. You're coming down to 226, 227 and lower. Like, you'll test these lower levels here too. So just pray for Bitcoin. Understand how it works. Hour 14 minutes till the daily candle close. Harami. Spent all day yesterday chopping around after breaking resistance. It's the daily though, so the 4 hour. Looking decent. 4 hours showing hidden bullish divergence. Real bullish divergence, man. Alright, it doesn't matter. You choose a peak here, or a valley here. You know, they're the same thing. They're going to tell you the same thing. And penny price action continuation, the upside. Yep, I could see that happening if Bitcoin allows it, for sure. It's an altcoin, man. People saying they're hyped for space. Yeah, man. Space. Speculative. Let's go, dude. Of 14.14%. It wasn't over for space until it made another lower low, but it never made another lower low. So how could it be over for space? And created like a triple bottom, a little neckline. You broke that. Look how violent that break was. Came in a little back test here, a bullish hammer, and now you've mooned near the 50% retrace of that major all-time high to the crash low. You get near the halfway mark. Gap fill 2861. Could very well find its way up there. in time if the market participants will it. Jeff, man, oh my God.
See what happens, Larry?
Hype. Yes. Yes.
Hype in the chat!
Thank you, Jeffy, man, for the friggin' pity. Gold's been pretty quiet lately. Just quiet enough to where no one's going to talk about it. The issue is, right, I mean, if the S&P keeps playing out, you think it might eventually correct a little bit? Dude, look at this. Oh my God. How is this even real life, Jeffy, dude? I mean, you could be talking about a pseudo-looking inverse head and shoulders. What? I don't even know if we should call it that or look at it like that, because that's weird. You're not supposed to, that's like not what we're supposed to be seeing or identifying inverse head and shoulders as a flag. Inverse head and shoulders bull flag. What? Hey Jeff, you want to see something pretty cool on the 4 hour? A low on price. About the same low on price. Higher levels of negative momentum. And lower levels of relative strength. So it's like that pseudo hidden bullish divergence, right? Where you have the same price, but with higher levels of negative momo on the second same price, right? The second low. Boom! It freaking works, man. Thank you, Anon. Yeah, Oliver, if you watch the stream more than one time, you would you'd know. Thank you, Anon. So, man, it's great. Oliver's asking me, do I even trade? Yeah, dude. Yes. Traded gold. 1818, 100% measured move. Boom. So now, right, is this a flag? Is this an inverse head and shoulders? Is this a breakout soon? Oh my God! Dude, Lou, thanks so much for supporting the stream. Enjoy your t-shirt, bro.
Imagine not getting on XLM or Enjin moving profits to gold.
Imagine not getting on XLM or Enjin and moving profits to XAU. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, still, right? There's not, the value is not here like it would be. Right, is there value here, up here, compared to down here? Right? Value? Value down here at all? There was value here, not much value here. Still below the fourth measured move of the trade too. It's awesome. So, I mean, measure moves small, but we know contextually, like the historical context, nothing till 1897, man. Like it's outer space. Like this is how FOMO could start kicking in too, on gold, big time.
Hype in the chat.
Dude, Crypto Collector, man.
Bruh. Hype in the chat!
Thank you, dude, for the $24.99 super chat. Much love. Very cool of you. So I just don't know what to make of this, man. You know, we could just, it's so cool how it tested 1791 one time. And then this channel we have, right? It's tested it 3 different times. I'm just extending this out. That's gorgeous. So what do you do now? Do you just say, all right, we'll just look at it like this? Oh, wrong, sorry, wrong tool. Right, just impulse up, down sloping consolidation. You don't have to call it a bull flag, but that's not bearish, man. I'm sorry. You're doing what VeChain did in its own way, man. Right, VeChain spent 2 weeks absorbing remaining supply at the top of a trading range. This isn't a trading range, but this is a historical ice line. So it's been 9 days. 9 days above a critical resistance 1 back test. could be setting up for higher prices. That's cool. Okay. But to say there's value here, not really. You get that, right? Continuation trades are just not as easy. They're just not going to be, the argument's just most time not going to be as strong on a continuation as it would be on a reversal trade, right? Okay, so great news. Got the merch to work again. God, that's so good. I had a feeling it might work based on everything that I did. But maybe the whole internet going down and coming back up fixed it too. Who knows? Oh, thanks to the 550 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. What was the next request? Do we have something? No request. Just hype for mega contributions, man. Thank y'all. What's up, J-Togs, man?
Bruh.
Would you mind looking at silver, US dollar? Thank you for everything you do for us, man.
Thank you, dude. Much love, man. Sir, excuse me. Silver on the 4 hour showing extremely nice textbook hidden bullish divergence. Unlike gold. Gold's like kinda. Silver, look at this. One low on a back test of an ice line, a historical ice line, and now we're making a higher low where traders settle up. And you're showing it on both oscillators. So impending price action, continuation of the upside on silver is being implied, at least right now. Well, I mean, you might have gotten it, but next target's 1965. Very, very possible you could see that in time. There it is. I wish there was more to talk about. Look, again, it's like another one, right? Identified a pattern. It chopped around a little bit, eventually broke out, back tested, and hit 100% measure move of the inverse head and shoulders, slanted inverse head and shoulders. So now it's like not much value, but it doesn't mean that it can't keep going up. And the oscillators are telling us that the next move could be up still. Crazy. Very crazy. Go ahead and nip that in the bud. Easy enough. Pin it on gold on the 1 month chart. Just broke. Well, we know. I mean, like, dude, you know, there's no resistance where you are. It's 1790. No, 1897. 1897 is the next target on gold. Really, I mean, it won't get there overnight. But dang, dude, blue skies. Not so much silver. 1965's next, right? See, this is what's so important, man. When you get an asset, right here, look at this. This is major resistance. Not anymore. It's major support now. Major support, July 14th. Major support again, July 17th. And then this right here. Beautiful. And then the divergence here, right? The triple MACD bearish divergence, it played out. Only for a higher low. And only to make hidden bullish divergence. Crazy, right? This is what happens in uptrends, Larry. J-Tog, does that help any? Let me know. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, killed it. Hey, man, we were looking at it last night, yesterday. Broke out. Or it was breaking out on the weekly and daily. Try Saturday.
Thanks for doing these streams. Can check out RLC?
Yep, I'm sure you wouldn't want the BTC pair too, because that's like what people have been requesting, like hotcakes, right? Yeah, look at this. Look at this, dude. What you want, man? It's coming, right? We were just breaking out of it yesterday. Now you're up, you're 50% on the breakout today. Measure move, 21,938 Satoshis.
Bruh.
I mean, what do you even freaking want? Nothing more to talk about. Discussion over. Structure, breakout. Kings. Bitcoin 91.59. Guess what it's doing? Absolutely nothing. We're pretty used to that at this point. Yeah, that's kind of good, man. Why would it stop there? It wouldn't. But, dude, again, measured moves aren't there for you to say, oh my god, it exceeded it, so TA is fake. That's not how it works. It's just it's a simple measuring tool for traders to take reasonable profit levels. It doesn't go into historical context of assets looking left, right? It's impossible. What if there's all kinds of more history looking left, right? All kinds of chop, all kinds of resistances in between here. We know like it'll hit probably 21,938, but the next overhead resistance on RLC to BTC is right here at 29,224, okay? That's all it means. That's all it is, dude. Don't gain the misconception that just because a measured move hits and is exceeded, that means that, oh no, it's over, you were wrong, whatever. Okay. Leon, I don't think it hit the lowest point ever. Nah, it's still higher than that November of 2018 level, right before the capitulatory crash. Whole game, man.
See a relook at MGI Weekly. Is it possible there has been a partial decline on a 5+ year long falling wedge? Could be Kings.
So there are no partial declines inside of falling wedges. The only patterns where there has been ample amounts of research done to the point of like where, you know, we gain that edge on the market with the partial decline are broadening patterns, whether it be a right-angled and descending broadening formation, a right-angled and ascending broadening formation, a descending triangle. I'm sorry, not a descending broadening wedge. Okay, so the two right-angled formations, and then you've got the descending broadening wedge, the ascending broadening wedge, and then the rectangle. No other patterns besides those should you be looking for partial declines. Though they can exist, though they're there, yeah, higher low is always good, man. You know, but the actual terminology and the research of the partial decline should be regarded only with those respective patterns. So yeah, huge range. What were you saying? Something about weekly. I really like how you fill the gap, tested the equilibrium level. You're doing that again, but you're just right at 335, right? Really stuck here, man. Can't break it. I would look at this on the weekly maybe as, or even the daily, as a huge potential double bottom. You know what it looks like, right? It's literally just like a Ethereum or a Litecoin, maybe even XRP on the weekly, right? One bottom, a second bottom. Crazy divergence here too. Think about it, man. Weekly bullish divergence, add a nice line. Great combination of variables right there. For reversal of the upside, it happened. But it happened and you only hit the top of the trading range IMO. I think this is this was like XRP news or something, and just you couldn't sustain prices and dumped. So I mean, maybe it looks like you could be consolidating, setting over higher prices to break it. You could be absorbing remaining supply, but no idea. Until you break 368, you can't really be bullish on this. Yeah, I don't know, man. If is the whole freaking structure, is it a falling wedge? Now I'll look at this more like, let's zoom in, man. Let's be practical here. January 2019, March 2020, double bottom, potential double bottom. While it's upside potential if it breaks 368, but nothing until then. Okay. Thank you, man, for the 1337. Much love. Yeah, broadening tops. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indigo. My bad, dude. Also, broadening bottoms and broadening tops. Yeah, broadening tops and broadening bottoms also are included in that partial decline, partial rise argument or data. Yeah, that's real. Sorry, we're going, man. This is live streaming. Welcome to it. It's improv. That's right, Dallas. Capitulatory, to surrender under specified conditions. Specified conditions where, oh yeah, B-vol, yeah. So you can see. See, it's not at all-time lows yet. Now we're getting there. And it's all-time lows, or it's mainly just all-time lows for the chart, where it only goes back 3 years. Goes to January 2017 is where it starts on BitMEX. But simply put, we are at our second lowest levels of all time of volatility on this chart. Yes. JB, I explain the different terms I use all the time, once in a while. I do. I do it probably more than any other person who streams that exists, who does TA. I mean, the education involved, I try to put in. If you want more in, I mean, Patreon's the best way to get it all, right? In a condensed, I don't know, version or whatever.
Can we look at APT?
What's up, Viet Cong? Thanks for this 690, man. Yeah. Virgin jar. Sir. ABT's had a breakout. Well, it already did break out. Yeah, dude, APT, man. Alphatech, Alpha Protech. Well, Mr. Viet Cong, man, remember we looked at it before. Not sure when we looked at it, but you know, look at that nice little hammer reversal. You've now hit, as of today, for the first time, you have hit the beginning of the golden zone. The golden zone between the 38% retrace and the 61.8% retrace. The golden zone. That is common retrace areas for an asset that has corrected or sold off. You've hit it. So the next target above 2057 is 2482. That's the 50%. But other than that, there's nothing. Look left. There's nothing but outer space. All we can go off of now is Fibonacci. Good news, Mr. Viet Cong. First level of positive momentum on the maybe a new island here. Because we hadn't seen any since July 8th. Good. So let the positive Momo build on higher prices where there is no resistance looking left to stop us. Not overbought either. You're at 60, 69.
Thanks for everything you do, Mitch. That/BTC looks like another pump could be coming. 2.003222XTZ.
Thank you, King of Bybit, for the 641 of Tezos. Dang, man, thank you. Exotic crypto contribution. Let's go. Daniel's son, I don't know, man, if we would call it a fail. I mean, certainly isn't confirmed. It never was a pattern to begin with, but it didn't make a lower low, at least at 2 o'clock my time. So it might have closed really bad. We can look at State Street for sure. But like what I take from it, Daniel, is like, that's it. They had a top to bottom beat, and then they revoked their guidance for the remainder of the year. And they're only down like 4%. And you're still only making a higher low. That's just really not that bad. We knew earnings were going to happen today. You know, BlackRock literally inversed them. Looks like it's going again. What is this? Let's see. these assets, man. It's just like the U.S. dollar in a way. But the thing is, yeah, the VeChain to BTC pair, lots more upside potential. I mean, there really kind of is, man. Let me pull this up. JB just joined the Discord. All right, man, fantastic. Thanks for joining. And there's like educational resources tab you can look at if you want book recommendations on if you're looking to learn more about TA, which you may already know stuff, but there's still really valuable stuff in there. And general chat, we shoot the S's, respect the TA chat, or people post charts, and there's the Patreon chat where I post all the charts, right? So look where you are on VeChain. That's not even is that really a swing high, dude? October of 2018? Not really, dude. That's still part of the same wave down. Major highs up here, 266 sats. You're in no man's land kind of right now. Yeah, it looks almost identical to VeChain to the US dollar, man. Like almost identical. Bullish convergence. Yeah, that's what's interesting about this, man. It's like you'd think, all right, it's failed to break. This isn't what we want to look at, dude. Okay, we get it. If VeChain US dollar breaks its 1.8 to 1.99 cent area, this thing is going to go to 266 sats. Like, no question about it. It's going to run up to that, all right? Look at what it did, man. It hit the 1618 fib extension. From that high to low, golden mean ratio achieved, and no higher. I mean, you hadn't even come close to it yet. That's gorgeous, 235 sats. But it's like VeChain the US dollar, which is most important because this isn't going to make it to 266 sats without VeChain the US dollar breaking its major overhead resistance, right? Gregors, man, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Glad to have you. But yeah, it was like this right here. You see this? It's like the same literal price action, but the context here is historical and it is looking left back from September of 2018, that peak. It's not a very strong resistance. It's just one peak. So, I mean, what could be happening? I mean, there's schools of thought. It's not easy to know. You could either have, at this point, we're below that resistance. So you could be having sellers right now that are absorbing the remaining demand. And once the demand dries up, we dump and we go back to test 1.1 cents. But at the same time, there are arguments that could be said right now that buyers are scooping up all bids and you're absorbing the remaining supply. So it's definitely two schools of thought here. Below a major resistance, but the price action below it is very interesting because you're just not, you got a low, you got the same low, you're not making kind of a higher low, right? It's like these are things where it's like there are better assets to trade. I'm sorry, VeChain, there was an opportunity. There certainly was an opportunity on VeChain where you were accumulating, you were absorbing remaining supply on the top of a trading range you'd been in for a year and a half. You're showing accumulation, higher lows. It was identified. We talked about on stream for 2 weeks, and it finally took off. Right? That's it. You know. Down here, you got low, lower low, higher low. Right? You got like inverse head and shoulder stuff at much lower levels, man. Now, I feel better about other assets, maybe even on other markets if I needed to be that. $91.65 on Bitcoin. Less than 1 hour to go until the daily candle close. Saturday morning for Asia. Okay, that's VeChain. Just other things out there, man. State Street, yep, a big, yeah, it ended near its lows. That's understandable with the guidance being revoked. So let's see what happens. You know, we need more data. after earnings. But the thing was, like, we just got to survive earnings. I think this is surviving for now, surviving earnings. Right? It's not even really the 4 hour itself, man. It's the daily. It's the consecutive higher lows over a pretty decent amount of time, right? A valley March 19th, a valley May 13th, a valley in the midst right now, June 26th, with a confirmation line at like 74 bucks. So, no, patience required here. We will once we get more data. I mean, you know, in terms of like the next week or two, we're really it's gonna give us a better feel for this, if it's going to fail here for real, or if it's actually gonna run up again and test $74. Okay, so State Street, disappointing, but not dead. Not dead yet. We need more candles for it to be dead, or lower prices anyway. Well, it looks similar to Indigo. It looks similar to many financial assets. Wells Fargo, though, we discovered like decade high levels of volume back testing a spring. Very decent look.
Is that a joint?
Yo man, been busy. Probably talked about already, but was having another look at tap. Daily MACD bull dip playing out, but was looking at the weekly. Can you consider the MACD weekly bull dip? Nice bounce off support, looking left and painted bullish engulfing.
4 hour, man. It was back. Right? You had a little fake out. It sold off again. And it was like triple MACD bullish, and then the tail end divergence in the bullish engulfing candle, right? A bullish engulfing candle, shortening of the thrust, slightly lower low, and then more divergence on another oscillator emerged on the slightly lower low with a matured pattern. Yes, it's broken to the upside from there. Still, though, the target is $38.77 and $40. Those are the minimum targets for this little structure here, this little falling wedge reversal. Can I consider MACD weekly bullish divergence? Nice bounce off support, looking left. Painted bullish engulfing. Yeah, but it just didn't. Well, it's back above the spring. Yeah, that's good news. It gapped up above it. Very nice. I don't know about the weekly.
What are your thoughts on XTZ? Can we break 3.20? 2.000000 XTZ.
Cool, Bob. Thanks, man, for the 636. We did break that before, but it's not even really. It's really 333. That's major. I mean, if Bitcoin gets any favorable price action to the upside, I mean, these alts are just going to get residual benefit, and it's probably going to manifest with higher prices. But don't expect that. Don't expect Bitcoin to do anything. I mean, positive. If anything, protect yourself and being very cautious here, because it could go either way, man, on Bitcoin. Really could. Oh, upsloping support touched on State Street today. Yeah, from the other two valleys. Very good. RLC is going. Yeah, we can keep our eye on that one because it is a blue sky breakout. Big time. Yes, it is. You think in times very well could see 21,938 minimum, or at least, right? Nuclear on the RSI, you're at 87 on RLC. Gorgeous, man. You just hit the highest price you had seen since June of 2018, talking over 2 years now on this asset. Dang, man. Multi-year highs. Yeah, okay. Could you consider this bullish? Yeah, you could. Element of P. Wow. Tappy's looking even better. Maybe this, because the monthly at one point looked good. Let me hide this, because these aren't really discernible on the weekly. It's okay. Bullish engulfing candle, like I think you said. extremely good. Bullish engulfing candle, and you're above that 35. It's really you're above like 3404. These trend lines are plotted on the weekly or daily, not the monthly or week. No, it's on the daily, not the weekly. But yeah, you could say, look, man, a low, the lower levels negative Momo, higher levels relative strength. Yeah, this could be setting up higher prices, but we know on the monthly. Look at this low. Look at this slightly lower low. Yep. Pending price action continuation the upside, quite possible on tap. Right, and you haven't seen positive momentum on tap on the weekly since February, the week of February 18th, 2020. It's been too long, man. It is time for the engulfing candle at the very critical support level to play out to the upside. Look at the monthly. Look at the monthly here. Oh, low on price. Much lower low. Right? If you get any follow through on the weekly, daily, 4 hour, that falling wedge, then this is going to mature and you might have monthly bullish divergence. It's possible. Very good. But the 4 hour, though, in itself is great, you know? See you at $38.77 and $40, man. The targets for the falling wedge. Beautiful. Oh, Casper, thanks for the 148 super chat. If I can't hear it, I can't analyze it, right? If I don't hear it via TTS, can't analyze. It's like, that's the rules, man. And it's for good reason, too, because, like, think about someone tipping me a super chat that I only get 70% of. Google takes 30% of the super chat anyway. Think about someone tipping $1 super chat, so I get 70 cents, and it's like they could literally take over, hijack the stream, and make me request 20 different assets to look at with $1 super chats, 70 cents each. It's just like, it just can't work that way. It's too disruptive. And people did disrupt the stream by doing that, and that's why we had to change it a long time ago, like 2+ years ago. So can Tezos break 320? Yeah, it already has. 320. I don't know why you're saying 320. It's not really a major area. It's 333, and you haven't even touched it yet. The fact that we're above 313 is very good. I do think that 333 is very real possible. Look, you got hidden bullish divergence, something we discussed early in the stream when I did look at this initially. So this is implying impending price action continuation in the upside. Probably to at least see 333. You break that, you could see 380. $18,988 sats on RLC, still pretty much at its highs of the past 2 years, over 2 years now. 2 years and 1 month highs on this S coin. Casper, it's not your bad, dude. I was just informing you. And then it's like, again, if I'm informing you, then there might be other people that didn't know, and now they know, right? So, again, no need to apologize or anything. It's just the way life is, you know. It's going to keep running, man. 2 days. Well, I think we know at this point, this is pretty much confirmed. Something insane what would have to happen for this not to break above 11,800. Jeez. I mean, I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. What happens to time, dude? Really don't know. Thanks to the 540 people still tuned in. Yeah, if you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. We only got 190 likes. Maybe we could up those rookie numbers. What's up, Victor, man? Thanks for the sub, dude. What's up, Steven? McElwain. ZRX. Disappointing, man. I mean, it broke out, right? The falling wedge, the breakout, the triple MACD bullish divergence, 001101 was bringing that up on the 4 hours. I concur, sir. Yep. Down sloping resistance. I mean, and the great news is like how we. Sorry, my stream almost is like broken now.
ZRX/USDT, could we see a run on the cards? Falling wedge, hidden bullish divergence on the daily in a harmonic, bearish shark, much love amigos.
I would look at this more like if it was going to be a harmonic, you'd start here, X, A, B, C, and then D, much lower levels. But I don't know if we'll get back down there. Like if there's just too much demand. Remember, this structure being painted is huge bullish, right? Stuff. It's like an ascending triangle. And now, look, you have to know historical context. Looking left, 38 cents to 39.5 cents, right? What are we testing now? Testing it as support. Look, it's been resistance. It's been resistance. It's been support before. One time, rally lower high and then dump. But now, maybe, this old resistance. This old resistance here, right? That I got plotted and it's not a joke. Perhaps this is being regarded as support now. Absorbing remaining supply. And yeah, could see higher prices. Sure.
Ocean/USD, let's hear your analysis, brother. Clinking beer mugs.
Yeah, dude, sure. And we'll do it like this maybe. Give me a sec. Probably gonna lag. Of course it is. Okay. So yeah, dude, we could see higher prices on ZRX for sure. But remember, it's just in the middle of the cycle, and when Bitcoin ends it by dumping, this is going down. It's never gonna break to those higher prices ever. Okay. But if Bitcoin remains stagnant or goes higher, yeah, you could go. I mean, you're going to test 45 to 47.5 cents again. That's a major resistance. You got to break that. Then you moon. Then 65 cents. Okay, after these levels are broken. Yeah. Ocean Protocol. Nice chart. Demand acceleration for sure. Higher lows. Nice hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Kind of played out though, a little bit. So if you don't, if this doesn't hold, then you'll see 9.3 cents, 8 cents, right? So right here, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty interesting, right? Where you go from hidden bullish divergence, penny price action continuation, you continued up, then you solve again, and then it's like on the low and about the same low, much lower levels of negative momentum. It's almost like Class B bullish divergence going on. What? This is pretty cool. But at the same time, it's like it's not that. It's bullish convergence because it's a slightly higher low. And if you say that, then all of a sudden you have to say, well, on the RSI then, it's hidden bullish divergence. Let's go, dude, on Ocean, man. So that's the case. Then, you know, your first target would be 13.6 cents from the top of like the structure here. Right, I mean, you could look at this a couple different ways. Oh, it's reversing. Hey, Scuba Steve, man. Thank you, dude.
Filter, bro. Be careful of the whales.
Yeah, dude, look out, man. Look out. So we look at it that way. You look at it like, all right, there's a down sloping resistance. So dragon-esque. I think at this point it's you gotta say like the only way for equitable is like target is like 13.6 cents. That's where it would go. That's where if it's gonna continue on up, that's your first target. If you break that, then you could easily just go high to low on Ocean. So we say like first targets wherever you are, you know. First target's got it in order to be equitable, right? If you have a stop below these levels, you got to go for 13.6 cents. If you break 13.6 cents, second target would be just your inner fib extensions, like your 1272, and then you could go 1618 over a third, 15.7. So that's interesting. I mean, it's pretty interesting price action or whatever. Uptrend, S coins, cool. There you go, Casper. I have flood insurance, Mr. Lodick. We're good, dude. Okay, dude. Ocean. Didn't even know this existed till now. Thanks, dude. There we are, home base. Home base. Big snoozer. Or we're back to normal. So close, man. Continuing to climb. I want to add an alert at the measured move. So we can lure Jenkins if it hits soon. Don't know how much longer I'll be streaming though. It's like, you know. What the problem is, man. What the problem is.
DeFi is actually making things happen. Uniswap and many others work very well. I have gotten my AMPL tokens into the Uniswap pool and currently have an insane APR % on my AMPL tokens. You can host your own server and use that for DNS.
That thing comes supercharged. Of the other things are threes, dude. Thank you for your gas chromatograph. It seems like that was a scene out of My Cousin Vinny. Thank you, dude. Yes, many words. And hey, man, yeah, tech. Decentralized finance, I'm sure is, I mean, that is so hot right now, right? That is the kind of centerpiece of the crypto world in terms of developments currently. Yeah, staking. I don't know how it's all going to end, man. I'm sure there are lots of different, I just don't, you're right. I spend my time scanning charts, learn about doing things, right? Just that leaves me, and then that leaves me less time to study about like the actual Uniswap stuff. So thank you, man. So what you want, man, on TRX to BTC? It's doing what it's doing, man. Patient. This is man, I've been bullish on this since this pattern was painted. Started looking at it late May, early June. It's a methodical process, dude. At this point, you could almost say that it's turned into some sort of mega inverse head and shoulders. It's already broken out. It's back testing the neckline now. Okay, like seriously. Let me show you. It's like left shoulder right here. Head, and then right shoulder. You get rid of these. Even though they were there, they were perfect little entries. A little inverse head and shoulders appears at the PCZ of a colossal size.
Still in play.
Bullish
So
cyber.
nice neckline break today. Also just want to wish everyone a great weekend. Gonna be a good one. Games.
Chargers, thanks, man, for 420. Yeah, look at it. There you go. Measured move of the structure is 227 sats. There you go, man. We got more bullish stuff going on, then. Okay. Yep. Looks like hidden bullish divergence out the yin yang on the MACD on the 4 hour anyway. It's still going to be visible on the daily. Cool. This is one. This is just another. Hey, Brad, man, remember simple scanning time? This is like my quiet time. Well, it's my loud time. I blare music 100% and scan. This is just one I found in my scanning session. Inside of that bundle was also TTI and wheat. AES right here. Breakout, man. $19, 100% measured move. Get out of here. Get out of here. You got a breakout confirmed today with an engulfing candle. Long way to go though, right? But remember, like, let's look. How did it look when I actually posted it initially for the first time ever? It was right here. It was just like, what day was that? July 2nd. July freaking 2nd, man. Posted in the Patreon at everyone. Or it was like, everyone was pinged and everyone was like cognizant of me scanning charts, right? And it's just like, okay. I said, bruh, are you kidding me? And here we're finally now, all right? Ups and downs, but you're finally breaking out. It takes time, man. It just, you can't. This is swing trading, position trading. It's not like day trading. It's not the same thing. Up 5% today. Nice. What more do you want? Charged, man. Crypto, Ivan, for crypto, yeah, my confidence level is just not that great because I know what's going to happen to everything when Bitcoin decides to make its move down, if it does. And I just don't know if I want to be involved with like a major position in an altcoin that gets devastated by double the amount of Bitcoin when it does have an impulse down. So let's go, Matthew D, man. All right, man. Well, I guess this is a good, good stream. Been live an hour and a half. I mean, what more could you ask for on a Friday? Here's your daily on Bitcoin again. The interpretation, my interpretation here, where you got classic distribution going on the daily. You can see it, the lower highs consecutively, but at the same time, you do have some higher lows here. Yeah, you do. And you're just approaching that neckline or that demand line, and the break will be it'll be 7,400 in time, 7,500, or it'll be up at 10,500. I don't know which way it's going. Heck, on things like AES, I don't know where they're going, but all we do is identify the patterns that are presented to us and with the other variables, and it gives us an edge on the market, and we have a higher probability of it playing out that way. Right here, there's just not much. I mean, you got classic, on the daily on Bitcoin, you have pretty nice hidden bullish divergence, like it's like a trend line, a downside trend line. You see that teal right here. But on the weekly, you have hidden bearish divergence. So again, it's just like, it's not that good right now. So sometimes it's actually kind of rare. I mean, Bitcoin, if we're talking about its collective lifespan, there's only a certain amount of times when there's a real edge presented to us for us to take major advantage of. Especially on significant time scales like the daily and the weekly. It's just not. That's why we have thousands of other assets we can look at and trade. It's beautiful. That's why you shouldn't just be obsessed with Bitcoin. Become obsessed with technical analysis. That is the heart and soul of this community, is TA, not Bitcoin at all. Bitcoin literally was zero tomorrow. We move on, we roll on, be like, dang, that sucks, dude. But look at COF, look at Capital One, look at TTI, man, look at TPR, look at American Airlines, man. They got hit pretty hard again the past 2 days. Sucks, man. But see, Jake, I mean, thoughts, predictions on you know, if you were here asking this question when we were absorbing the remaining supply for 2 freaking weeks above a trading range we had been in for 2 years or a year and a half, I'd have told you, yeah, 1.8 to 1.99 cents. Now I don't know. If you break 1.99 cents, there is no resistance really above you. If you can't break it, you'll probably go down to 1.1 cents. It's not about like what my predictions are. It's about like where it's going to go if it breaks a support or resistance. So my prediction, however many weeks ago it was, down there before the huge moonshot, was where it is now. Yeah, that's right. TTI attendees taste just as good as crypto attendees. Yeah. Correct. There always will be charges, right? Remember SSL. Casper, I mean, good luck, dude, on that. I don't know. At least you won't be a Marxist when it's all said and done at the end of it, right, dude?
Bruh.
Thank you, Jake Patton. Or Peyton, excuse me, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mr. Peyton. Yeah, let's just look at TTI. So people that are not in the know now know. Oh man, it pulled back. It sucks. Closed kind of at below the neckline, confirmation line of the potential. It's still a potential pattern because it did not give us candle close confirmation of a breakout. God. But that was a target. That was like, hey, it goes up here and it could fail. Like Space. Remember, Space went up and hit that. Of course, Space is in a different situation now. Okay, more data. But right here, man, you got to be cognizant of where it closed. Not a breakout. Goes in chat. Still fantastic. Up 21.47%. At one point, it was up, 35% or something stupid. And then yesterday, how much was it up? Like 30% or something? Or 2 days ago? Stupid. Ben DeLoro. Good stuff, man. Yeah, a lot you can learn in the educational resources. If you want to apply yourself and get better and actually learn this stuff, you have to take steps and measures. You can join the Patreon, and that's an incredible way to fast track your knowledge and how I look at charts, because you have like access to me pretty much all the time. You ask me questions in the Patreon chat, exclusive chat. Correct. Well, we already did look at XLM. You know, not much to look at. It's in outer space, and there's no real reason why it should actually stop till 13.3 cents. I think it will see. You really want to go back and watch when I did the analysis on XLM, because that's when I went into a pretty nice talk about market cycles in crypto and how this thing is going to hit 13 cents or how it's going to fail. All right, that's the target still, 13.2 to 13.5 cents, no change. Extremely gorgeous. Look at the weekly, man. You're going to get a candle, like in a couple days, candle close confirmation. Breakout was last week, and this week's going to be a candle close back test. You back tested the old resistance as support. Mega volume, like all-time highs volume on this chart, on the breakout. That's signature stuff. So you're going to try to tell me, someone is going to try to tell me that if Bitcoin performs sideways or goes up, XLM's not going to hit 13 cents. Give me a break. Dude, historical. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Well, it's time to go straight up, because you didn't do yourself any favors, bears. You built yourself a twig and thatch structure where it's like a wormhole. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. 13 cents. We'll see you there. but Bitcoin has to not do anything or go up. It's the only way this is going to see it. If Bitcoin crashes and dumps, the cycle's over. This is going to fail. VeChain, Tezos, Link, they're all going to fail and get obliterated. And they're going to be like down 20% days, 25% days down if Bitcoin's next major impulse is bearish. Okay. Here we go, chat. Look at this RLC stuff, man. Wow.
Bruh.
We are just we're about 1,000 Satoshis away from the 100% measured move, where we were just barely breaking out yesterday. I mean, barely, man. And this is what XLM should do, if you understand, okay? Eventually. Crazy stuff, dude. Altcoin's doing things. I guess we're not gonna make it while I'm live. Whew. Alright, good luck. RLC. Kings. Alright, what a great stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by, saying hi. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. Thanks for the people that bought some merch today and it helped us understand that Streamlabs and Teespring are synced up, and it's actually working the way it should for the first time since the first day I implemented merchandise. So thank y'all for everything. 100% crowdsourced stream, whether it's through the Patreon or through contributions with tips. Y'all keep this show alive, and you know I reinvest all those contributions to provide you with better quality content. You get that. So I'll just be back. Thank you, Kyle. Beachboard for the 2 super chat. Till next time, respect the T. Hey, and have a great weekend.
robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.